Are we live? Alright, are we live? Alright. Hey, what's up, NFL nerds? We're back with another 2019 NFL prediction. So, today is a little bit of a special prediction. We're doing the 2019 NFL playoffs. So, I say let's just get right into it. So, we're going to be starting off with the wild card round. For the matchups, we'll have Chargers at the Colts, Browns at the Patriots, Panthers at the Cowboys, and Falcons at the Rams. Man, these are some fun matchups. Like, this would actually be a really cool wild card round. Right off the bat, it's hard to predict. So you got the Chargers traveling to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Now, these are two of the most complete teams in the whole NFL. I've mentioned I think the Chargers are probably the most complete team. They both have... What did I just do? Okay. They both have excellent offenses and excellent defenses. Both have top-tier quarterbacks. It's hard to predict. The Chargers have struggled getting real far in the playoffs the past couple of years. It's been hard for the Colts as well, though. Neither of them really have a whole lot of playoff experience, but I say with Phillip Rivers being more of a veteran quarterback, and yeah, I know he chokes in the playoffs a lot. He really does. But I think this is a special Chargers team there. I've got the Chargers taking that. Now, the Colts had a good season, 10-6. It's really not bad. But I don't think they're, quite ready. I think the Chargers can take it. Now, next game, we'll have the Browns playing in Foxborough against the Patriots. Now, I've said before that the Browns are going to be really good, but I'm sorry. You cannot count on Tom Brady not making it far into the playoffs. Tom Brady and Bill Belichick are possibly one of the best, if not the best, coach quarterback duos in NFL history. I'd be bold enough to say they're the best. I think the Patriots are taking that. You can't count out the Patriots when it comes to the playoffs. Now, NFC, Panthers will be playing in Dallas against the Cowboys. I never thought I'd say this about a Panthers game, but I feel like this is probably going to be a pretty boring game. I see it being extremely defensive. Not a lot of points scored either side. But I do see the Panthers being a lot more stacked than they were this last year. The Cowboys are good too. It'll also depend on if Zeke will still be holding out or if he will be playing at that time. It'll depend on the team chemistry, how well their defense plays. I hate to say it, but I could see this going either way. I do think the Panthers will take it. It's going to be a rough game. It's going to be a very scary game. I could see it even going into overtime. But I think the Panthers want it bad enough this year. They've had a few, rough past years, and they're ready for it. I think they're going to win it. Now the Falcons will be playing the Rams. Before the season started, I saw that the Falcons were a really big sleeper team. But it's gotten to the point where everybody now thinks they're a sleeper team, and, thus making them no longer underrated. I will say I still think Matt Ryan is underrated. I think he's currently... I think I'd be bold enough to say he's currently a top 3 quarterback. He is an elite quarterback right now. And I hate saying that about a quarterback in my division, but he's good. The Rams, they'll be on a little bit of a Super Bowl hangover. They're not gonna, slump to 6-10 or something. But they'll go down to 10-6. They're not gonna be the best team in the NFC, especially not in the NFL. I think the Falcons will make a big stride this year, and I think Matt Ryan will be more ready for the playoffs. And, under that new coaching, I think they're going to make some strides. The Falcons are taking it. So, on that note, we're going to go ahead and move on to the divisional round. So, a lot of good matchups again. A lot of hard to predict matchups again. Oh man. Patriots and Steelers. One of the best rivalries in history. It's hard to predict these games. Now the Patriots usually win, but I think the Steelers have made some really good off-season moves. They won't have as much drama. I think Big Ben still plays at an elite level. I mentioned before, you can't really count out Tom Brady in the playoffs, especially with Bill Belichick. But, I don't think there's really... I say if there's one team in the NFL that can take down the Patriots before the Super Bowl, I think it's the Steelers. They'll be playing in Pittsburgh, too. I think the Steelers are taking it. I know it's extremely bold, but man, they're going to make a big stride this season. A lot of people are sleeping on those Steelers. Now, next game, they'll have the Chargers playing in Kansas City in Arrowhead Stadium against the Chiefs. Man, this is a hard one to predict as well. This is going to be a fun playoff section, or playoff round, Man, I've mentioned the Chargers are more complete. The Chiefs have, I don't know if I'd say a much better offense, but, a better offense. And, but they have no defense. Defenses win championships. They really do. The Chargers are more complete. I think they'll be able to get through the Chiefs this year. It's going to be a fun one. I could see it being a high-scoring one. But I think the Chargers are getting through them this year. Now, hopping over to NFC. Oh, man. It's going to be a hard stride for the Panthers. They'll be playing against the Saints. Now, New Orleans is a hard place to play for a lot of teams. But like I said, the Panthers have made so many good additions. You know, they added Trey Boston, which was, honestly, safety was the main position where we had weaknesses. We could do even better this season now than 11-5. You know, I could see us going 12-4, possibly even 13-3. And I also see the Saints taking a little bit of a step down. You know, Drew Brees was not performing well at the end of last season. I don't think their offense will be as explosive this next year. Now, I'm not going to say their defense is bad, but I don't think their defense is as good as people think they are. I honestly think the Panthers want this bad enough. I think they can take it. I know I'm going to get a lot of dislikes for that, but it's what I think is going to happen. Now, Falcons against the Bears, you know, like I just mentioned, defense wins championships. Who has the best defense in football? Why, the Chicago Bears. Now the Falcons, they'll have one of the best offenses in football, you know, just like the Chiefs. But I don't think they're going to really be able to do a whole lot to that Bears defense. That is an elite defense, and I think the Bears defense averaged like 14 or 15 points per game this last year. Like, that's a good defense. And I mean, their offense is getting better too. It's going to be a close game. I think the Bears are taking it. It's going to be really fun. If this is how the playoffs are going to go, man, I'm excited for the playoffs. These are some fun matchups. So we're going to jump to the conference championship games. All right. This is going to be rough. I could see any of these four teams making it to the Super Bowl. But only two of them will make it, and only one of them will win it. It's going to be fun. Now, the Steelers, again, get the home field advantage against the Chargers. The Steelers have improved their defense. I think they honestly have one of the best pass rushes in the whole league. You know, they have a pretty good defensive line. TJ Watt is growing into one of the best pass rushers in the league. He's very slept on. You know, Bud Dupree is still good. They added Devin Bush. Their offense has always been good. Like, I don't know what to say for this one. I think the Steelers want it bad enough this season. I think there's going to be a lot more discipline and a lot more hard work. I think the Steelers are going to be prepared for that game, and they're going to take it. Now, NFC-wise, Panthers against the Bears. Oh, man. Going back to 2017, when I think it was Eddie Jackson had 2 defensive touchdowns on us. Man, I've still got flashbacks from that. That was awful. This is all going to depend on how tough the Panthers' offensive line can stay. The Bears have an amazing defense. If the Panthers' offensive line can stay strong and keep Cam healthy, and Cam can stay cool under pressure, the Panthers can take it. Now, if the Bears get in Cam's face too much and stop the run too much, the Bears are going to take it. Man, this is hard to predict. I think the Panthers' defense will be greatly upgraded this year, and at the level that the Bears' offense is, I don't know that they'll be able to do much against our defense either. I think that there is a good chance that the Panthers can take it. I can unfortunately see it going either way. You know, this is a hard playoff run for the Panthers. But I think they can take it. I hope I'm not jinxing us too much right there. But I think the Panthers can take it. So here we have it. The Super Bowl teams are the Steelers and the Panthers. I will do a full breakdown prediction next week. Make sure you follow my Instagram. It's the NFL Nerd _. I will be posting on there when my Super Bowl prediction live stream will be. Again, I'm doing a full breakdown of it. Make sure that you tune into it. There's going to be a lot of hype. It's going to be really fun. Don't forget to tune in. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Appreciate all the support. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button. And I will see you next time. Later.